How's my hat look? I'll fix my boom. Fix all this now. Oh, that's gonna crack. I can feel it. Oh, it's gonna crack. I can feel it. Oh. Hello, welcome everybody. Hello. Like always, I'm gonna give it a minute or two here for everybody that wants to join can join us for this evening's session. We're talking about self-care tonight, so I went ahead and figured I start warming up, start preparing my body, preparing my mind to speak to everybody. Hello, Kathleen. How you doing this evening? So I'm doing a couple light yoga moves. I have a very fragile body. You know what I mean? I have a very fragile body. I have to be careful with myself. Numerous injuries, so I gotta be careful with my movements. But we're talking about self-care, so I'm doing a couple yoga moves. I went ahead and I Googled Asian spa music. And this particular ditty is titled Depression Treatment. So I figured that'd be nice. Apparently you can just listen to this stream, and flutes, and it'll work just as good as Zoloft. That's what that tells me. We're going to give it just another second or two here so people can come on. Lord God, this is difficult. Oh, I'm doing good, Miss Kathleen. I'm doing all right. I'm a little sore today. I'm not going to lie. I've been sitting in a chair most of the day, trying to get my mind right, trying to relax. We're talking about self-care this evening, so I'm trying to find myself. Okay, it just stopped. The music just stopped. What, am I supposed to be cured now? Is my depression gone? Is that what they're telling me? What's next on this playlist? Depression treatment? Oh, good. Now I'm into one called Regulate Mood. Okay, so they cured my depression. Now they want to... Oh, they got one that says Om mantra. What's that about? That sounds terrifying. Why would you listen to that? All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get started, okay? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How are you tonight? Welcome to Carol's Corner. My name's Carol Pussycat. I'm from the great state of Louisiana, and it's great to see all of you out here tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on the Funky Dog Improv channels. I'm here every Tuesday evening, 6 p.m., talking about life. Sharing my thoughts, talking with you, talking about topics, getting out of our daily life and conversing a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here for, okay? If I sit on the floor much longer, my bones, they actually fuse. They'll start fusing together. Once or twice, I've had to call an ambulance to come lift me off of the floor. It's not a rare occasion, so I'm gonna attempt to get up here and get back in my chair. Okay, and get ready and speak to you proper, okay? There's a cat down here. Hello, cat. All right. Let me adjust myself. Okay, so like I said, this evening, thank you all for joining me. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit tonight about self-care, okay? Self-care amidst the pandemic, okay? What does that look like for us? What does that mean to you, okay? What can that possibly be? To start off, I would like to share something that happened in my life this morning that gave me a very monumental outlook on life. Set my whole mood for the day, made me feel quite special, okay? As many of you know, I have a particular battle with the Walmart grocery pickup service, right? I've had my trials and tribulations, okay? I don't think anybody's without that. I think that's in their dang business model. Okay, you have to cry at least 3 times before you can get to the self-checkout, okay? But anyway, I got an email from them today that said they're actually going to redo their app. It used to be a separate app you had to order groceries off of. They're putting it all on one Walmart app, okay? And they're doing that. They're doing it to streamline processes. I'm sorry. They actually realize that people don't love exactly the way their service runs. I'm sorry, you don't like paying and ordering groceries and then showing up the day you get them and they're not there? Oh, marvel concept. So that was something that filled my heart with joy this morning. Something that really prepped me to get ready to talk to you all today about how we can love ourselves. I said, if Walmart loves me like that, I got to love myself. You know what I mean? I got to make me a priority. Walmart's doing right by me now, okay? If Walmart's doing right by me, then I got to do right by myself, okay? That's the way that the founders of Walmart and Jesus would want it, okay? So, self-care. We all got a lot going on in our minds right now. We're worried about COVID-19, how we going to keep our family safe, right? How we going to keep ourselves safe? I'm in a high-risk population. What am I going to do? If I go to the hospital, is there going to be a breathing machine for me? We don't know. You know what I mean? It's a world of unexpected right now. A world of unexpected. So you got to find ways to take care of yourself throughout this whole thing, okay? And now what's become really, really popular lately, is this term called self-care. Now, I'm sorry. When I was growing up, we just called that shutting the damn door and taking a bath. Getting 5 minutes for yourself. Not talking to your husband for a week at a time. Going to a hotel. That's what we did in my day. You know what I mean? We didn't need to give it a fancy name. We didn't need to write blog posts about it. Okay? Yeah, I was Googling earlier today. I Googled self-care to kind of see what the people are talking about. What the community is talking about. You know what I mean? And I found just pages of Google spreadsheets on hippies, on blogs talking about self-care. Okay? The thing is, when you blow it up to be too much, to make it mean something too much, you're taking the magic out of it. You know what I mean? Then it just becomes one more obligation for people. You got people out there worrying, am I going to stay healthy? Is my Walmart grocery pickup order going to be complete? Now I got to worry about self-care. Now what's this new? Now I got to make sure that I'm taking enough time for myself. Don't give it so much thought. Okay? That's what I want to start with. Don't give it so much thought. Half of self-care is doing what you need to do for yourself to make sure you're caring for yourself, to make sure you love yourself, okay? Like today. You know me. I normally have a kind of salted nut. But today I said, you know what, Carol? I'm feeling like something different. I made myself some microwave popcorn. Like always, I keep it close to my body to keep it warm. It melts the salt. This is a buttered version, but because I care about my body and my health, it's Smart Pop. It's got half the calories of a normal microwave popcorn and probably 3 times the carcinogens. But that's okay, because I'm living healthy in the here and now, okay? That's how I take care of myself. I don't deny myself. So what I want to talk to you about tonight is some of the ways that I practice self-care, okay? Maybe a little unusual, okay? But I think that what's most important is everyone out there needs to find a way to practice self-care for yourself. Find out what makes you happy, okay? Find out what self-care means to you. For some people, that's the age-old, locking the bathroom door, taking a bath with a glass of wine, leaving your husband for a week at a time, texting a high school boyfriend saying, oh, I'm free for a week. You know what I mean? It's what it looks like to you, okay? What did Lauren say? Lauren said hippies would add Parmesan cheese to their popcorn. Oh, my God. Is that what hippies do? They put cheese in this? I'll do it. I don't care. All right. Kathleen's got it right. Disconnect and disappear. Perfect form of self-care. So, perfect segue. The first way I self-care, okay, you all know me quite well, that I enjoy my cheap barefoot wine. Okay? Now, I took it up a notch today. This wine is normally $4.97 at Walmart. Get it from the grocery pickup. They put it right in your cart. Okay? Today, I said, you know what? I'm going to love myself a little extra. It's been a real hard week. And it's only Tuesday. You know what I mean? What's the rest of the week going to pull on me? I can already feel it. Nonsense and foolery, right? So I said, I'm going to treat myself. This wine is from Target. California Roots, $5. You thinking, okay, Miss Carol, okay. So you treat yourself. You treat yourself once in a while. I'm going to do you one better. Not only am I drinking a fancier wine, I pour a little bit of Saint Germain elderflower liqueur in there. That's the real deal. That's how you know you love yourself, okay? And some people say, Miss Carol, why don't you just spend, more money on a nicer bottle of wine? And to those people, I say, shut up. If you don't like it, you go back to your house. You know what I mean? You drink whatever wine you want to drink. It's delicious, Lori. It's delicious. So in little things like that, find ways to spruce up your life. Kick it up a notch. Self-care. Okay. Now let's talk about some things that I like. Okay. Like I said, you got your traditional bath. Okay. Some people, they read a book on the weekends. They do yoga. They do meditation. Okay. Everyone's got their form of what self-care to themselves. But I'm going to tell you my things that make me feel the best about myself. First thing, number one, Carol's self-care tips. The number one thing that I do that rejuvenates me, makes me feel better, makes me feel more alive. There is nothing I love more than taking screenshots of people's Facebook posts and judging them. That's probably my favorite activity. You all know those people. You know what I mean? You see those people on your Facebook feed. And you sit there and you look at them, you're like, why do I still follow this person? You know what I mean? Why do I still follow this person? They're so negative. They're so crazy. They're going down their own rabbit hole of madness. Why do I keep following this person? And I'll tell you why you keep following that person. Because there is nothing more self-fulfilling and soul-soothing than taking a screenshot of that person's status and sharing it with your friends and analyzing why you so much better than that person. You know what I mean? Or analyzing that person's life. There ain't nothing better. There ain't nothing better. Think about it. What's the best way to make you feel better about yourself? Look at other people and think to yourself, my God, I could help this person. I could be a hero to this person. I could love on this person. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my first method of self-care. And it's not out of malice. You know what I mean? Don't take it that way. It's not out of malice. And don't say you don't do it. You know what I mean? It's a fun activity. Why else you on social media if not to look at the lives of everybody else and kind of go, oh, that's a little cringy. You know what I mean? That's self-care 101. Self-care 101. Life comparison. Now, is it healthy? Probably not. Is it good for your mental state? Probably not. Okay? But in the moment, it's going to make you feel better. Schadenfreude. Thank you, Robert. Exactly. In the moment, it's going to make you feel better. If you haven't, now save that. Save that for a real tough day. You know what I'm saying? Save it. Okay? Don't be doing it every day. If you do it every day, you're just a butt. You're just a butthole. You know what I mean? Then you're just a nasty person. But if you need a little pick-me-up, go look it on Facebook and look at the person that's complained for 4 days in a row and just be like, my God, the lives we lead. You know what I mean? Okay. That's my number one. Number two, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking out aggression. Okay? Let's say you got some pent-up feelings, some real heavy stuff. Okay? You got things to say. You got things you want to get off your chest. You got to find you a punching bag. Okay? Now, a lot of people use a physical punching bag. Activity, getting the heart rate up, exercising, increasing your endorphins. Okay? That's important for a lot of people. What I do, I use a mental punching bag. Okay? Whenever I'm angry or have aggression I need to get out, I just yell at Bernard. If you've seen me on here, you've seen Bernard before. He's my roommate. He is not my romantic partner. He is my roommate. Don't speak much, very quiet man. He's a good man. He's a good man. But he's feeble. Feeble in the mind, feeble in the body. You know what I mean? He doesn't have much of a spine. So that's something. I verbally punch him on most days. You know what I mean? When I'm having a bad day, I might look at Bernard and say something like, my God, how did you make it out of high school? And then he might mumble something like, well, I didn't actually make it out of high school. And I'll say something like, oh, good, those people are smart then. Not like you, because you shouldn't have made it out of high school. It's a banter. It's a back and forth. And it's good for him because he gets a release out of it too. You know what I mean? It's good for him to communicate, to learn those skills. You know what? I'm not going to lie, though. You got to be willing to deal with the consequences that come from it. You know, sometimes Bernard will get a little wild hair up his butt and think that he's got a right to speak back to me. And that's what, I got this. You see this right here? I got a little scratch. A couple days ago, I was yelling at him about something. I was angry about something that happened at work, okay? And I started yelling at him, and I said something like, your beret is dirty. And he just turned around and he hit me right with his talons. His little nail talons that he refuses to cut. That's a punishment you got to be willing to take, okay? If you're going to throw it out there, you got to be willing to take it back in. And that's just life. You know what I mean? That's just life. You got to be willing to deal with that, okay? That's why I don't mind. He's a good friend. Good friends will let you punch them mentally every once in a while. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. You know what I mean? But good friends will let you get... Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that mess? Hold on a second. I swear to God. Hold on. All I hear is the blasting of We Got Family. Like we in the damn bird cage right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I swear to God. I swear to God. You know, people say to me that I'm too hard on this man. You know what I mean? They say to me, why are you so mean to him? You know, why you act like this way towards him? And then tomfoolery like this. Look at this. That's not even a proper grapevine. Step, cross, step, touch, step, cross, step, touch. If you're gonna dance, do it get out, Bernard. I'm so sorry. Get out. Oh, here we go. Now Winston done stole my popcorn. Look at this mess. I swear to God. Get out here. Dogs, out. Bernard, hold on. Now I got to pick up this popcorn with my feet. I'm so nimble. I'm ambidextrous. Amphibious. Whatever they call that. Okay, all dogs out. Back to my broadcast. Thank you, dogs. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the disruption. Bernard has told me once in a while that that's how he gets his frustration out. He likes to dance. He once told me, he's like, you know what I like to do to care for myself and love on myself? I like to compliment people and tell them how much I love them. And then I like to dance around to 70s disco music. And I said, get a grip on yourself. That ain't realistic. A real American judges other people and uses them as mental punching bags. Don't pretend you're better than the rest of us, Bernard. Ridiculous. Grinds my gears. Butters my buns. Jesus, now I'm out of breath. He's trying to kill me. I told y'all last week, I said if there's a week that I don't show up here, it's because Bernard's killed me. Either actually or just by the stupidity of himself. Okay, moving on from that disruption, all right? My last main thing I want to talk about is you have to indulge in your hobbies, okay? I'm getting the burps again. Self-care is all about indulging in your hobbies. Find out what you love and pursue that thing. Pursue it unashamedly. If you find something that helps you relax, helps soothe you after a long day, helps calm your mind, don't be ashamed about pursuing that thing, about watching that thing, about enjoying that thing, okay? I know a lot of friends they'll do like a meditation app as they go to bed, or they'll wake up every morning like we were doing at the beginning of this broadcast. Do some yoga stretches, something light, okay? They'll do something like that. For me, it's a little embarrassing to admit, okay? But I'm going to be real honest with you. And I'm going to share this with you. Because I have the belief that I'm not the only one out there, okay? So I'm going to drop a truth bomb on you right now. My number one way that I relax is by watching videos from Dr. Pimple Popper. You got that right. You got that right. There is nothing more soothing than watching a doctor anesthetize an epidermoid cyst and just kind of squeezing out the contents. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing more relaxing. And don't tell me that people out there are not like me. Okay? There's a subgroup of millions of us. There's all kinds of channels, all kinds of people out there. Matter of fact, I guarantee you that if you came to me with a cyst today, I could take it out. I could anesthetize you, and I could take it out. That's how skilled I am from watching these videos. No, now I'm not giving you... Oh, look at the comments. Everybody says I'm disgusting. Y'all lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Cinnamon says she likes hoarders. See, everybody got a weird thing about them. Everybody got a weird thing. Mary said I'm disgusting. Y'all lying to yourselves. I swear to God. Thank you, Ed. It is medical science. You look around and you ask your friend group. I guarantee you ask your friend group and say, hey, anybody else like to watch pimples being popped? And you'll, no, that's disgusting. But then you sit them down in front of a video. Oh, I'm sorry. All of a sudden, everybody watching it like it's the ding-dang Super Bowl. Okay? Everybody, all of a sudden, even Bernard, the other day I was sitting on the couch, and I have to be real secretive. Watching my videos, going through a playlist. And I was like, okay, I'm on the mood to watch some steatocystomas, which are more of a fat grease-like filled cyst, okay? So I put on my steatocystoma videos, okay? And Bernard's like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, no, you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it, okay? It relaxes me. And I showed him one video, and he went, oh, God, that's disgusting. Show me another one. Okay, so you tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong. There ain't nothing more relaxing. Nothing more relaxing. Deborah, thank you. I got one. Deborah says she watches it. It's the best. It's the best. How can the human skin be so disgusting? Okay? I used to think when I was growing up in Louisiana, I was taught that that's just evil coming out of your cells. You know what I mean? That the pustules is just Satan coming out of your pores. How y'all gonna be against that? Okay, y'all gonna be against that? That's unchristian. Okay? What time is it? I probably talked long enough. What time? 6:23. Okay. So let's take some questions. I jotted down a couple things while y'all were chatting in the comments. But who's got questions? Different types of self-care. What do you think would be good for you? Different methods that might be around the community. Ask me anything. I'm fine. You know me. I'll answer just about anything. I don't mind. I feel like more people should be truthful. More people should live their lives like an open book. Why do people have secrets? Why do people have regrets? I think you just go ahead and share it all. Public platform. Just put it out there. If you want to have it be part of your life, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like me. There was no reason that I needed to tell you that this wine had a shot of liquor in it. But I did. Because I'm an honest, God-fearing person. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want you to feel shame if you experience any of these life experiences like I do. Okay? Okay? What does Laura say? Laura's got something. Plucking hairs is still my go-to. You know what? Oh, God, that's a great one. That's a great one. I forgot about that. That plucking hair, that is all, it's the same kind of sensation. It's the same kind of sensation is that release. You know what I mean? It's all about the release, okay? And being true to yourself. And it's a human nature thing, people. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. If that's what makes you feel good, do it. That's what this whole talk is about tonight. Find what makes you feel good. And as long as it's illegal in the majority of states, do it. Wait, No, I said that wrong. As long as it's legal in the majority of states, do it, okay? Now, Ed has a great question. Ed has a great question. He says, should I be wearing polarized sunglasses, or is that a government conspiracy? Ed, that's a big one. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. I've thought about this many a time. Many a time I've thought about this because I didn't believe in it. For years, I didn't believe in it. And then I was out boating one day with a friend of mine, and he said, Miss Carol, take these sunglasses and look at the water. And I said, no, I don't want to see what's in the water. And he said, no, you'll be able to see clear. And I put on the sunglasses, and I saw. And I was able to see the water clearly. And you know what? I don't want to see what's in the river lagoon. It was disgusting. It was plastic and crap and little fish. I don't want to know what's beneath me. Okay? It's ridiculous. So I say this. I say maybe a conspiracy in the fact that they're showing people what's truly disgusting about this world. Okay? Just know that if you choose to use them, okay, you're going to see the truth. And that's all it is. You got to make that decision for yourself. Okay, Tori. Tori asks, what kind of hold on, let me see if I can scroll the comments. I don't think I wrote it down properly. What is the best alcohol for treating existential dread? Great question. Great question. For me, I find the darker the better. You know what I mean? If it's the kind of day where I'm feeling particularly low, particularly depressed, that the world is never going to come back from this, that, I'm never going to financially recover from this, as Joe Exotic says, you know what I mean? The darker the better. Mainly because it just knocks you out faster. And if you're not awake, you can't be thinking about the crap hole state that the world is in right now. You know what I mean? I find a lighter liquor, like a gin, like a vodka, is good for just day drinking. You know what I mean? If you drunk off a vodka at like 4 p.m., you got a problem. But if you drunk off a whiskey at like 4 or 5, you're an intellectual. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Okay, what else? Which girl was it? Was it Bridget or Angela? One of them said, Bridget says, do you have a daily affirmation you say? Bridget, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Okay? Now, most people know me. You've heard my playlist. I usually play music at the beginning of this broadcast. I have a lot of like 80s country music. Classic country. But there is one song that I play every single morning when I get up. It's a little foul. I'm not going to lie. So, you listen to it at your own risk. Okay, it's a little foul. But the song is, and I believe it's by an artist called Big Sean. I don't know why he's big. Don't ask me. Oh, God, Jesus. I'm sorry, my phone slipped. My hands are slippery from the grease, from the popcorn grease. There's a song called by Big Sean, and it's called I Don't F-U-C-K With You. Okay? And the main message of that song is I don't F-U-C-K with you. You little stupid but bad person. I don't F with you. And that is what I listen to every morning to remind me that I'm going to wake up, take a deep breath, and remind myself, I don't F with you. You know what I mean? I don't need to. That's my daily affirmation right there. Big Sean, I don't F with you. What else we got here? Tori again says, Carol, I have a problem with longing to be without shoes and feeling grounded with the earth and being too tender-footed to be barefooted. What should I do? Tori, I want you to tell me right now. I want you to look me in the eye and tell me right now if you a hippie. I think you are. Now, I ain't saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm saying being true to yourself. If you going around saying things like tender-footed, you better recognize that you got a whole lot more living to do, my friend. Okay? You got a whole lot more living to do. If your main concerns are feeling grounded with the earth, but your feet are too tender to go around barefooted, let me show you something. Let me show you evidence of a life well lived. This is going to be, look at this. Look at this right here. Calloused. Calloused corns. Nat just weathered by life. Weathered by life. Okay? If you find that you want to be grounded with the earth, but you too tender-footed, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Go outside, rub your feet on the sidewalk, harden yourself. If life hasn't mentally hardened you, you got to do it to yourself physically. You got to feel the pain, okay? That's the way you feel connected with the earth. To feel connected with the sorrow and the misery, okay? Make sure your feet are good and carry too tender-footed to be barefooted. Get off your yoga mat, okay? Do yoga on the ground like a real person. Okay, Angela, this is a great question. Angela says, what movie makes you cry like a baby? Obviously, any Pixar. I think right there, I saw a report the other day that the U.S. government is starting to discover actual aliens and spaceships. Okay? How do we know how they're verifying whether these people are human or not? Okay? I say one thing. Sit them down, show them a Pixar movie. If they don't fall into a blubbering mess during the first 10 minutes or up, they're an alien. Then they obviously don't have human blood or emotions. Okay, it's a simple test. So movies make me cry. Any Pixar movie. What else we got? Jaws. Jaws, when the mayor's going around telling people that the shark's not a big deal. How do you think that shark feels? You know what I mean? That shark, that's its main objective in life, and it's damn good at it. How do you think it feels when people go around saying that what they're doing is wrong? So Jaws, that part makes me cry. It's Pixar again, but Toy Story. Which one is it? Is it Toy Story 3? When Andy goes back and he gives all of his toys to that little girl. So awful. To this day, I can't look at a toy without thinking that it's going to laugh about me behind its back. Funky Dog Improv, my host. They asked me a question, 2-part question. What is your opinion on Lil' Kim and Missy Elliott, and should they make a comeback? Very good question. My opinion. Lil' Kim, fascinating creature, okay? Entertaining, vivacious, okay? But to me, the Little Kims of this world are a byproduct of the Missy Elliott's. You see what I'm saying? Missy Elliott make a comeback. The thing is, Missy Elliott don't need to make a comeback. Because whenever she comes back, it's for 5 minutes as a cameo on a Super Bowl, and then everybody's talking about it for 10 years. She's living the prime life. You know what I mean? She's so cool that she don't need to make a comeback. Everybody spends years, Missy should make a comeback. Missy should make a comeback. She knows she's so popular. I'm going to pop up for 10 minutes in a Pepsi commercial and make y'all fall in love with me. That's what I think. That's how popular she is. People saying other movies, Steel Magnolias, Homeward Bound. God, y'all, those are rough ones. Steel Magnolias, that Malin monologue at the end. Why couldn't it be me? She's right, my hair does look like a helmet. Laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. It's so good. And that's a problem we don't talk about enough. You know what I mean? We don't talk about young people being affected by diabetes. You know what I mean? That's a pandemic. That's just like this COVID we got going on in America. Steel Magnolias, you got Shelby going through dialysis because she just had to have herself a baby. Okay? But if I was married to that, y'all see that movie? If I was married to that man, I would too. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? I sacrificed my health for a little bit of that, a little piece of that. You know what I mean? But anyway, we don't talk about that. We always think diabetes is an old person problem. There's plenty of young folk with it. And I'm glad that they made that public service movie to show the plight of young people with it. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry. My door opening. Okay, Berner's Berner's suggesting a dinner option, and I don't know. He pulled up 2 strips of bacon and asked me which one I prefer. There's bacon grease dripping. It's bacon. Put it. I'm not even going to entertain it. All right. I gotta wrap this up. Oh, my lady. Drink your juice, Shelby. Let me tell you something. I'll end with this. When I was in high school, I played Shelby, okay? And we were rehearsing that scene, the scene where Shelby got to drink her juice, okay? And they're like, okay, my director said, I was in high school, and they said, okay, just act like you having a diabetic attack. And I said, I'm sorry, I've never had a diabetic attack. Can you provide me with my motivation, please? And she said, I don't know, just put some orange juice in your mouth and start spitting it out. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, like The Exorcist? Like The Exorcist? So you know what, that's what I did. And I won a superlative for most unforgettable my senior year of high school. Boom. That's how you win over the hearts of America. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Speaking of diabetes, I got to go to the pharmacy. That my doctor prescribed me a new medication that they said is going to take the fat and sugar out of my cells. So hopefully I can downsize some of these issues I got going here. So I'm going to go do that. But I love you all. Thank you so much for engaging in this conversation with me. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. I love you as always. Next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m., Funky Dog Improv Channel. FunkyDogFL.com is where my lovely host is their website. You can feel free to donate to them through this pandemic. You know what I mean? So they can keep bringing you content like myself. You know what I mean? I do this for free. You know what I mean? Every now and then they throw me a couple Slim Jims. And that's what I'm happy with. You know what I mean? But feel free to support them. Keep live theater live, live comedy live. And I'll see y'all next week. Okay? I love y'all very much. I love y'all. Seacrest out. I got to see how to finish this. Okay, kisses.